The greater Philadelphia region has a long and vibrant tradition of innovation that began with the Founding Fathers and continues to this day. It was home to the first hospital, the first university, the first subscription library, and the first independent research institution, just to name a few. Despite these firsts, the region is often overlooked as a world-class center of innovation. To help combat this misperception, the University City Science Center is introducing the Innovators Walk of Fame. At the Science Center, we believe that the future of innovation will rely on a talented workforce that is well-versed in the subjects of science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Recognizing an innovator in each of the STEAM categories highlights the diverse sectors that make up our region's larger innovation community and helps tell our innovation story. Britton Chance, doctor, scientist, Olympic gold medalist, Renaissance man. Dr. Chance was known for his broad interests, collaborative spirit, and boundless energy. He was a leader in biochemistry and biophysics, focusing on the physics of electronics, radiation, and developing non-invasive optical devices used in medicine. The explosion of digital technology that defines our lives today began with the invention of the electronic numerical integrator and computer, or ENIAC as it was known, the first general-purpose electronic digital computer created by John W. Mauchly and J. Presper Eckert Jr. Eckert and Mauchly teamed up at the University of Pennsylvania's Moore School of Electrical Engineering to create ENIAC. Their groundbreaking innovation became the basis for every computer in use today. The U.S. helicopter industry took flight thanks to Frank Piasecki. Born in Philadelphia, Piasecki was an aeronautical mechanical engineer, pilot, and pioneer in the development of transport helicopters and vertical lift aircraft. His helicopter, known as the Flying Banana, was a significant advancement at the time and was critical in transporting troops and supplies during wartime. Today, whether it's rescue operations, supplies transportation, or troop deployment, much of the world's heavy-lifting air assets still draw on Piasecki's original designs. If anyone ever exemplified the innovation and discovery that takes place at the intersection of art with science, technology, engineering, and math, it was Buckminster Fuller. Fuller's life was impossible to pigeonhole. As Newsweek magazine once said, he was an architect without a license, an artist who couldn't do perspective drawing, a professor who'd been thrown out of Harvard and never earned a college degree. He was also called a poet, a philosopher, a futurist, a visionary, a genius, and sometimes a crackpot. His most notable discovery, the geodesic dome, was easy to assemble and enclosed more space without intrusive supporting columns than any other structure. When John Backus began his career in the early 1950s, the computer science field did not yet exist. Inspired by a desire to simplify computer programming, Backus assembled and led the IBM team that developed Fortran, for years one of the best known and most used programming systems in the world. Born in Philadelphia and raised in Wilmington, Delaware, Backus described innovation as a constant process of trial and error. You need the willingness to fail all the time, he said. You have to generate many ideas, and then you have to work very hard only to discover that they don't work. And then you keep doing that over and over until you find one that does work. Looking to inspire future innovators is Lockheed Martin Corporation. With 4,800 employees in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, Lockheed Martin gives employees and educators the opportunity to interact with the next generation of engineers and technologists by serving as local school advisors, extracurricular activity mentors, and career role models for students with programs such as Engineers in the Classroom. The Innovators Walk of Fame will debut on the Science Center's campus in 2014 with its first class of honorees, whose work spans the first 50 years of the Science Center's history. Like all innovations, it will be built upon in the coming decades, a beacon of the ingenuity, dedication, talent, and yes, the innovative spirit that defines the greater Philadelphia region.